Hey, I'm Chip Wilson, and I'm in the Musicians Village in New Orleans, Louisiana. That is a tune called Out of Nowhere, loosely in the style of the great Snoozer Quinn, who's a product of the great jazz era, and well known for being a guitarist who played with his fingers, not with a pick, like so many of the guitarists of that era did. Here's a story about Snoozer Quinn. I thought he had no known recordings, but I was proven wrong. A great New Orleans clarinetist named Pud Brown came into New Orleans Music Exchange one day and put a guitar in my hands and said, "Hey, would you play that?" And so I did. I played something just like that. And at the end, he goes, "Oh, that sounded just like Snoozer Quinn." And I was like, "Just like Snoozer Quinn? There's not even any recordings of Snoozer Quinn." And he goes, "Oh no, there's some recordings out there, and there's one that he made on his deathbed in Charity Hospital, like just a couple of days before he died. And yeah, you should see if you can find that. Anyway, you sound a lot like Snoozer Quinn." And I was like, that's kind of an amazing, fantastic thing. So anyway, Snoozer Quinn. One of the most influential guitarists of the early part of the 20th century was a guy from Algiers, Louisiana, just across the river. His name was Lonnie Johnson. Robert Johnson, almost all of the, anyone who had access to a record player basically knew about Lonnie Johnson if they were interested in guitar and blues music and jazz. And anyway, he played with a pick and did some amazing things with a guitarist named Eddie Lang, one of the first sort of integrated studio duos to play, and doing instrumentals. He played with Louis Armstrong, he played with Duke Ellington, and late in life, he played mostly an electric guitar, kind of an inexpensive one, just like this. Here's a tune from Lonnie Johnson, played, again, roughly in the Lonnie Johnson style. I'm going back to New Orleans. That's where I want to be. Going back to New Orleans. That's where I want to be. Dear old New Orleans, that's the only place for me. I'm going to New Orleans if I have to hitchhike all the way. Dear old New Orleans, if I have to hitchhike all the way. I'm going to New Orleans, that's where my baby stays. Well, I'm going to New Orleans. That's the only place for me. Dear old New Orleans, that's the only place for me. I'm going to New Orleans, that's where I want to be. Lonnie Johnson. Check him out. Algiers, Louisiana. So let's see. We talked about Snoozer Quinn and Lonnie Johnson. And one more favorite player of mine who actually got a credit on an album from the great Snooks Eaglin on one of his Blacktop records because I fixed up his Epiphone guitar, and I'm proudly playing this Epiphone guitar right now. I fixed up his Epiphone guitar so it would play in tune for a recording session and play well for him, and they made a great record, and the Scott brothers were grateful for my effort in getting that record to work out. Anyway, Snooks is a guy who played with his fingers, and he originally was marketed as like this folk blues guy, but really he was an R&B guy, played with Alan Toussaint and a lot of the other greats. He was blind, allegedly drove the boys home one night when everybody was just too drunk to drive, and driving along the river road from a gig back toward New Orleans. Sure. Anyway, Snooks played with his fingers, and here's one of the tunes they did when they were recording him early on with like an acoustic 12-string, which is definitely not Snooks' thing. But anyway, here's one of my favorites from Snooks Eaglin. Play with my fingers. Not really exactly in Snooks' style, but I'm going to give you my best. I'm a country boy down in New Orleans. I'm a country boy way down in New Orleans. Can't find no place to get damn greasy green. The Creole gal gonna turn your damper down. Creole gal will turn your damper down. Got a ways to make a country boy leave town. Great big hair, big old beautiful eyes. She got great big hair, big old beautiful eyes. Got a ways to make a country boy get wise. 'Cause I'm a country boy down in New Orleans. I'm a country boy way down in New Orleans. Can't find no place to get down greasy greens. Can't find no place to get down greasy greens. All right, here's a very, very brief overview of 3 classic New Orleans guitar players. Snoozer Quinn, Snooks Eaglin, and the great Lonnie Johnson. Check them out on YouTube. You can find some stuff on them, I think. All right, y'all. Chip Wilson from the Musicians Village. Take care.